lovelies. Today's video is going to be a smoky, vampy makeup look, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Geek and MannyMUA palette. If you haven't seen it yet, here's the look for ya. Pretty neutral shades, mostly matte, a few shimmers thrown in there, and then the blue-brown shade, which is gorgeous. Duochrome blue and brown. So yeah, we're going to be doing a look with this today, just a really kind of dark, smoky, vampy look. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my eyelids, and I'm just going to use a concealer to do this. So, this is the e.l.f. Maximum Coverage Concealer. And then just a little flat concealer brush. I'm just gonna put that on my eyelids. Alright, now that the eyelids are primed, I'm going to go ahead and just start going into the palette. I'm going to use the shade Beaches and Cream, and I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush and put that all over my eyelids just as a base shadow to help set that concealer, and then just for every other shadow to blend into. Alright, now I'm going to keep using that same brush, but I'm just going to take the shade Sora, which is just almost like a shade darker, the one just below the color we used. And I'm just going to blend that into the crease. Alright, now I'm going to continue just darkening up that crease. So I'm going to take the shade Mars, which is the red shade in the palette. And guys, I think this is my favorite color in the entire palette. It's like the perfect red. It's like a deep, I don't want to say blood red, more of like a brick red. It's gorgeous though. That's like the one thing that made me want this palette the most. So for this color, I don't want it to go up quite as high. So I'm going to take a smaller fluffy brush, and then just with that red shade, and then blend that into the crease. And this one, instead of blending up, I'm going to try and keep it just to the crease area and a little below. I'm going to go back with that first brush and blend it out a little. And then go back in one more time just to kind of redefine it a little bit more. The crease is where it's going to be for now. I'm going to go ahead and take the darkest shade in the palette, which is Aphrodite. It's just that dark brown shade. And I'm going to take it on my finger first and just smudge it onto the base of my eyelid. This is going to be the color. Oh my god. Guys. Oh my god. I just dropped my palette and took a giant fingernail scratch out of that color. It hurts and it's stuck under my nail. Oh my god. Well, that was awful. So we're gonna be more careful this time. And take that color on our finger and just spread that all over the eyelid. back with that little tiny brush that we used with the red shade and just take a little bit of that brown and start to blend it into that red shade. I'm gonna go in, this is a eyeshadow brush, but it's a little bit fluffier. I'm just going to take nothing on this brush and just blend that area where the red and brown are meeting. I'm going to go back with the red one more time. Go back to that brown shade and just re-intensify that on the lid. Alright, that's how we're looking so far. I should have zoomed you guys in more. I'm gonna go back with that first fluffy brush and that very first Beaches and Cream shade that we used. And just kind of blend that upper crease. I'm going to go ahead and do some liquid winged liner. I'm going to be using the Jordana Fabuliner, just the black one. I don't know that you'll be able to see it a ton, but I want to add just that definition along the lash line. I already have my primer on. I'm using the Laura Geller Hydrating Speckle Primer. And then I think for foundation I'm going to use the e.l.f. Moisturizing Foundation Stick in the shade Ivory. Go back with that e.l.f. Maximum Coverage Concealer and the concealer brush, and just go ahead and take that under my eyes. On, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to take a mixture of the lightest shade and the yellow shade here. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, but I'm going to go ahead and start out with this, the lightest contouring shade, which is Java. And I want really defined cheekbones for this look. So I'm going to go ahead and take the next darkest shade, which is Light Sculpt, and it's this one. Sorry, this one. And then in with the darkest shade, which is Havana. Could you see that? a medium shade, the Light Sculpt shade, and just put that on our temples. Take a similar brush, this one's clean, just with that first lightest shade, and just clean up underneath the contour. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and set my face using the e.l.f. Flawless Face Powder. And then to set my contoured areas, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. And I am going to use the medium cocoa shade. And because I don't want to warm up the skin too much, I just want to deepen the contour, I'm going to be using a little smaller brush. And then just defining those areas that we contoured. Too much like color to the cheeks, but I am going to go in with a little bit of the 12-Hour Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Blissful. It's just kind of a really natural pinky shade, and just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and do the brows. I'm going to go in with the NYX Microbrow pencil in the shade Espresso. And I'm going to go pretty heavy on the brows. I want them to be pretty bold and defined today. Brows are done. I'm going to go in with just a teeny bit of concealer just right along the bottom to help define them a little bit more. Alright, now that we have most of the face makeup done, or I guess, yeah, most of the face makeup done, we're going to go back into the palette. And to start on the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in with the Sora shade. And I'm going to use that little brush that we used the red on. Just start blending that into the lower lash line. Brush and just buff that out. Now I'm going to take a little flat squared eyeshadow brush and go back to that red Mars shade and just blend this right up close to that lash line. Then I'm going to go back into the Aphrodite shade on that same little flat square eyeshadow brush. I'm going to drag this kind of down along the edge of the eyeliner. And then just like about a third of the way across that bottom lash line. To go to the lightest shade in this palette, which is Artemis. It's just a really light, almost like a pale yellow, pale gold that's really shimmery, and I'm just going to take this on my inner corner and then down onto that lower lash line a little bit. Alright, there is the eyeshadow done. Well, I'm gonna go back in just a little bit of that middle Sora color. I have crazy strong brow line. And then I'm going to take that lightest Artemis shade and just blend that lightly onto the brow bone. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put an eyeliner in my waterline. I'm just going to use the BareMinerals Big and Bright eyeliner again. This is in the shade Indigo. I like this because it's not as harsh as the black is, but it still kind of adds that darkness. Alrighty, now we're gonna go ahead and put on some mascara. I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Hold that thought. Curl my eyelashes first. Alright guys, and then to finish off the look, I'm going to do my lips, and for this I'm going to be using the Lime Crime Velvetine in the shade Black Velvet. Alright guys, and there is the finished look. The black is a little... it's very bold. If you're not comfortable wearing black, go with just a really dark red. I almost feel like it would look a little bit better with this look, but I actually do really love this lipstick. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I absolutely love the Manny and Makeup Geek palette. It's amazing. All of the shadows, there's like 4 or so I didn't use, but they're all really good. If you can still get your hands on this palette, I absolutely recommend it. I love it to death. Thank you so much for watching. If you have requests for kind of looks that you want me to do, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below, or any other types of video suggestions, go ahead and leave those down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.